Well, we go from karma to conspiracy because there are some people, especially this one, this guy Carocha, this one, they just haven't accepted it. And since they haven't accepted it, now they've come up with something that makes Hollywood's biggest productions look like a joke. Just look.
Come on, about Messi, despite everything that happened, because it was perfectly clear that FIFA needed a European champion. The Spanish football situation doesn't support, or at least didn't support until yesterday, Infantino's re-election, nor did it support the election of the PSG president, the owner of PSG, who was trying to go against Infantino. And for that, he needed to submit the endorsements and everything related to his candidacy. This year, in November, in order to be elected by the different confederations, in this case at the Congress. I was just talking to you about Morocco. There's another person who shows up in the middle of all this, and that's the president, the owner, the proprietor of Legia Warsaw, a team from Poland. Who was the Spanish Federation actually trying to take this power away from Infantino and give it to? The Pole, whom the Spanish Federation believed could become Infantino's successor. So Infantino had the support of CONMEBOL, but not the support of UEFA, which then needed a European champion. Tino needed the support of UEFA and especially the Spanish Federation for the elections. So what did he basically do? It's telling Spain, you can relax, you might get some kind of advantage over the Argentine national team. And it was impossible for Argentina to become world champion again because FIFA, which controls everything in terms of business, and that he went to the United States to talk to Donald Trump, and that the president got involved in a rules issue to give a red card, something that was seen very negatively in European football. And back then, what they told Infantino was, there's no way you can get re-elected after doing this with Donald Trump, because we believe that Donald Trump and company are going to support Messi because Messi went to play soccer in the United States. So don't come telling me now, you Spaniards, that they didn't give you 2 goals to try to justify the officiating that was obviously bad. And it has to do with a matter of power and with this geopolitical issue, because there's a lot of money involved in FIFA. And because the only thing Infantino cares about is his own well-being inside the World Football Federation. Something that can bring you millions and millions of dollars, because Infantino must be the most powerful guy in the world today. Along with the Pope, I guess, maybe even more important than the Pope. From a business perspective,
I feel like they stole the World Cup final from us. I'm still not quite sure how, whether it's a political issue, a sports issue, or something to do with power. A team that went out onto the field saying, we're going to hold out as long as we can. At some point, they're going to score on us. I think that's what all Argentinians felt while we were watching the match. From the moment the game started, I began to feel defeated, like something was happening that I didn't understand. It still wasn't the right time. I just had to let the hours pass, as I have and will, to understand what happened in this World Cup final. Now the question is, how much longer could they allow it? That the Argentine national team, led by Chiqui Tapia, by Scaloni, and by a Messi who ended up showing the true face of Messi, that of the man from Rosario, the Argentine who was born and played on the dirt lots of Rosario with the banners saying, the Malvinas are Argentine, that revelation we had. That cry of enough. Enough of being slaves. Enough of kneeling before power. How much did that play into this last match? What happened that we don't know about? What are the secrets of football? The ones I mention on my show regularly and consistently.
Messi didn't want to return to Argentina, and the players made no statements to the press.
Suddenly, from the greatest victory in history against England, there was a complete 360-degree turnaround that changed absolutely everything. The style, the approach, even the way of playing. What happened in this match? They had beaten England and Egypt. Tell me Lautaro Martinez, Inter's number 10, wasn't supposed to play yesterday. Nobody will ever reveal the secrets of football. Not even Messi or Chiqui Tapia. Do you know why? Because they were pressured. This will cost me dearly. But if I did it at 25, how am I not going to do it at 65 yesterday? Argentina was pressured just like with the Falklands. They pressured us just like with our wealth. They pressured us like the hectares sold in Valencia. Say it to a Qatari. They pressured us like they want to sell the land. Yesterday, the Argentine national team was sold. It wasn't sold by the Argentinians, Chiquitapia, Escalon, or the players. No. We put the Argentine Malvinas on a flag held by two Argentine kids who, if not footballers, would have had to give their lives in the Malvinas. That's why it happened. They can tell me however they want. Nobody's going to sell me that story because I'm the president. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a sports journalist paid by the corporation to say whether number 4 or number 2 plays. I'm the president, and I have a moral obligation. Like it or not, and even if you think I'm crazy, they screwed us over yesterday. So now we have to see what we do about what they did to us. We have to learn how to vote. We have to learn how to defend retirees. Do you forget they once said we were winning the war? The media corporation, while they killed the kids. It was expensive. The guts of the national team players cost us a lot. But you know what? Not winning a World Cup doesn't matter to me. No one will ever erase the image of us kicking England's ass and the players having the guts to show the flag they represent. The rulers, the politicians, no one in this country. So don't worry, there were no celebrations. To the citizens who went to see if there would be celebrations, there weren't going to be any celebrations. The one who wanted celebrations was the president, so that we would all get confused and think we won a World Cup. They screwed us over. Just like they screw you over every day at home, with your salary and with everything that's happening.
The point is to always win, right? Always win, no matter what happens. Be a sore loser. Tell ourselves an amazing story. People who, mind you, as he said, he's the president, I think, of a club. This guy Duca, they're not YouTubers. No, they're very serious people. The other one, the previous one, the last rude guy who messed with Olmo, with all the Spanish football players and so on, I think he's also a journalist. I mean, people there, well, serious in quotes, telling some outrageous things. But not all Argentinians are like that. Fortunately, there are smart people, there are people who don't buy into these stories, and they've wanted to let the world know that too, because of course we're all looking at them and saying, well, you can't come out now saying it's a conspiracy. A lot of it is also about spinning what happened in Qatar, right? To claim moral superiority by saying our people only struggled because they were forced to fail. Not because Spain outplayed them in football or because it was a quarterfinal match, 4-0. No, it's because they forced us, right? It's unbelievable, but there are people who don't buy this story. Check it out.
What happens after Messi's famous pep talk video? Let's watch it first, then discuss if you're okay with that.
No, guys, calm down, everyone, calm down. The main thing is, let's stay calm, calm down, let's just focus on playing, calm down, let's forget about everything, we can't, let's just focus on playing, everyone, let's play, okay?
Let's forget about everything, calm down, let's stay calm. What did this "let's forget about everything" mean? The video's tone changed quickly, but since it was released as the players entered the field, it didn't affect us negatively at all. When Argentina loses, we see that video differently and wonder, calm down for what? Forget what?
All the competitive theories you can imagine came to the surface. The competitive theory has something really good, so that whoever is defeated can say, of course, this is what happened, but the media won't tell you, because those in power are conspiring against us. So, Spain, honestly, didn't play better. They didn't shoot at the goal 13 times and we only 2. 13 and 2. Of course, Argentina defended with 10. Of course, Argentina didn't stall for time from the 66th minute. Spain didn't play better. FIFA has a historical rule. There can't be any more repeat World Cup champions. That's logical. Exactly. Logical.
We never doubted.
Social network. What the media won't tell you. What Infobank won't tell you.
What we won't say? Be careful. Some journalists exploit these things to go viral. The FBI wanted to arrest Chiqui Tapi at the stadium. Take this?
Take this. The FBI, supposedly, the players were sad in that locker room because supposedly the FBI had almost reached the locker room and was putting the handcuffs on Chiqui Tapi.
What's the source? Television. Yes, perfect. Follow me. Television.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Theory.
Conspiracy. Go ahead.
Romero, Licha, and Enzo played that way due to pressure from the English League, of course.
What's the source?
Social media?
No official from the English League.
But of course. Do you think that Cuti Romero, Licha, and Enzo Fernandez, who got sent off, do you think it was just because of a game? No. They had to return to England, and the British Crown pressured them to play poorly and tear a muscle during the match. It all makes sense.
Perfect.
It all makes sense.
It all adds up. There's another one for you.
The defenders backed off because of sports betting?
If you look, number 4, number 6, and number 2 magically get injured. Why? Because there's so much sports betting that it was set up. If they went out due to injury, a lot of people would win a lot of money.
That's what happened. They need money. Since they need money, they made deals with the sports betting companies to get themselves taken out of the game.
Everything arranged.
Of course. Besides, they had all played easy matches. None of them had really played. I mean, Argentina played every game in air-conditioned stadiums, all 90-minute matches.
The families weren't at the facility, and they had always been there before. There was a threat.
They said there was a threat, as conspiracy theories claim. Why? Mainly to go viral, so you'll consume it and they profit. They told me all the families were threatened, which is why they weren't there. That's why relatives told the players to hold back. It makes sense. We weren't worse. Everyone was threatened.
Everyone was threatened of...
What are you talking about?
Threatened?
All the relatives looked lovely yesterday. I enjoyed seeing every one of them. They paused for the journalists, exchanged kind words. Honestly, it was great.
The last theory we were able to gather with Moncho has to do with the Malvinas flag. And that because of the Malvinas flag, because we carried and displayed the Malvinas flag, we had to throw the final...
FIFA's rules are clear. Make a political reference and you're out of the World Cup. Since everything was already sold, because the business is huge, Infantino didn't want to lose money, so what he told Messi and Tapia was, if you don't give up the cup, there will be problems. So, what happened? We gave up the World Cup because of the Malvinas flag. I mean, it's not that we played badly, it's not that one of our players was sent off, it's not that we didn't shoot at the goal, it's not that Spain played amazingly.
We weren't exhausted or broken. We played with heart, but our legs gave out. That's the truth.
That's it. Cucurella wasn't even running all day.
This is the truth.
It would have been right. Watch out for Cucurella, Pedro Porro.
They were both terrible.
As people said on Twitter, do you know when you'll find out? In 20 years, when a documentary comes out and Cuti Romero reveals it?
I love this. What I love is this. Yes, what goes viral is this. What's good in the algorithm, that's what gets said.
The algorithm places you, and when someone appears, what does the streamer say as the algorithm acts?
Obviously, it's not everyone. There have been many, of course, but it's not everyone. Well, they just laugh at conspiracy theories. Although, one thing, just a little thing, in the end, when they say it's not because, well, implying that it was because they were tired, look, they play 10 matches and Spain wins 9.5. Because Spain has played the same style for years and maintains a high level of football, that's why they've dominated the tournament. Because football-wise and academically, there was nothing anyone could do. Not Argentina, not France, not anyone, even though Spain is actually lacking in goals. If we had more goals or a real striker up front, we would have won the matches by a landslide. Hey, maybe this won't happen in the next championship. Whatever it is, right now, with the way all the teams were, Spain was definitely the best. It really bothers some people and they just can't admit it, so they make up these things. By the way, in this video, I couldn't put on the 2 stars. We're driving back from Dallas to Miami and then back to Spain. But there will be surprises in the coming months with a few professional developments here in this country in the United States. Thank you for being there. I wish you all the best. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, comment, share, and hype up the video. Hey, look, about a month ago we lost subscribers because of everything that happened with Real Madrid and the national teams and all that. We've gotten them back and we've gained a lot, and we've gained a lot in the last few hours. And the Karma de los Boludos video has been the best video in the history of this channel. Not the best, the one with the most views, because there have been videos that were maybe even better and from a while ago. The thing is, well, YouTube also works a little like that. Thank you to those of you who have joined, to those who are members of this family, new members of this family. See you next time. Hope all goes well. Bye.